Something for this album, because it was so personal and trying to be as honest as possible. The idea of going to a house and doing everything ourselves, packing a van, having to carry all the guitars and like make lists upon lists upon lists, and really work harder for the sound, and put the kitchen in the studio, and the fact that we do food all together and spend a lot of time as family together, I think it actually brought us closer to what the music was trying to say and what we were actually trying to say in terms of what these songs are. So
today, everything we get down today has got to be still great. But at the same time, let's move fast.
God, we pray, give us ears to hear and eyes to see, God. Today, Father, I pray that we would love on you today and praise you today in the way that we work, in the way that we finish this project and finish this incredible experience, God. Amen. I wrote a song, piano riff, probably about 6 months or 8 months ago, whatever. I was just kind of going through something, and I just wrote a little kind of piano thing, as I do, and just recorded it, thinking it might be for a song. Like when we normally write songs, sometimes there's a riff or something I'd write, and I'd put lyrics over it. And I had my phone, and I was just listening to songs that I've been writing, and I pulled up this song that I'd written. It was just this little piano riff, and in that moment when I was kind of working through some stuff, it ministered to me, just this terribly played little piano riff, which is on the album. It's called, name is to be continued, but it's that piano one that sounds dark. And it did something in my heart. I remember coming back to our studio, and we were talking about it, and I was kind of saying to these guys, hey, what if we did, what if like, I feel like we could do an instrumental album that is really honest and really feels like real emotions, you know, and real moments, and could, I guess, hold people through really tough moments and hold people through really high moments. So I guess it then kind of fanned out from there, and we started to look at all the different emotions and different feelings in life and different faith feelings in life, and the different ups and downs, and thought, what if we wrote soundtracks that would sit in that? And I guess we started to lean on that a little bit and just, I guess, play with that idea, and some of the music we started to create, we really fell in love with.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
And like this, like it might even be like a low bass synth or something. And it kind of
Moves underneath it.
Moves with that.
I think we do that before we do guitars, and then we're able to fit the guitars around all that synth stuff.
Because bass is going doing that.
Because I find it easier, because you listen for the space and you go, what?
That's right. And you find it just sit on top really good.
That's what I want to do there.
I think that they will use it in a different way and grow with it. People might feel uncomfortable at first that there's not something for them to follow, but that's really the purpose of it as well. That they would have a rise in themselves and find their voice in moments. They may use it in a different way and have it in the background when they're putting their kids to sleep, or they're having, they're wanting an atmosphere created in their home that sits there behind them and kind of fuels them for the day. So I think that they will use it in completely different ways and grow in it.
Yeah. And there's many different tracks that'll fit a different setting.
Yeah, good.
There's some that we've heard that are amazing for a dinner party sort of situation, or there is times when you want to play something that's right for putting your kids to sleep, or possibly there's a time where you're actually feeling a little bit down, and you sometimes you want to feel that moment.
That's beautiful.
But
yes.
feel God in it.
Yeah.
And there's some beautiful songs that do that also. There's a song for every setting, as I was seeing this album in what I've heard, is that there's a song for every setting for people to sing and to engage with God and have a moment of transformation.
That's so beautiful.
It's such a big sound, like it's such a wide sound. It's gonna be the widest sound we've ever created. Like it's very I can't believe it. It's awesome.
for a lot of this album, we felt at the same time that some of the songs we've written and produced and put on the Strongest Place album had more breath and life to them. And we felt to express a different side and a different colour of those songs. And that was really exciting. And because we were in the flow of creating a different side to these songs and for them to speak in a different way, all of a sudden some more songs flowed out of that as well. And it is a completely different thing. We've never approached an album in this way where there are no lyrics and words are not the centre piece of the song, but even though we're not using words as such, they are still speaking. So we were very thoughtful when we arranged the songs musically, and we did that with word first, funnily enough. So we actually wrote a storyline for each song and an overarching kind of story and theme and journey that we wanted to take people on. And I feel that you can hear that you can feel that in the songs. And we stayed very true and very honest to those things. To the listener, already imagining and going there with them where they're going to go as they listen to what we've written and what we've produced in these sounds, because music is an incredible vehicle. Takes you to a whole different dimension and world. And so we really wanted to get it right to honour what was there.
I'm only saying it because if I were you, I'd be straight up putting it in D and putting it in other one. D sharp, one of the worst keys.
Yeah. Every song when you write, you're trying to say something and you're trying to be really clear about what that is, and you're trying to, I guess, for me, I'm always trying to land at whatever the feeling I have is about the song and trying to figure out what that is. And so we kind of took our songs that a few of the songs we'd already written, and said, what are we trying to say in these, and what emotion or what feeling or what spirit thing are we trying to say about that? And then we took that and wrote paragraph or I guess a few different statements. We went off into other different rooms. We wrote down what that meant to us, and then we took that, and they were like the list. There was a one for every song. It was like a story. We called them song stories.
Yeah. As the songs have even taken shape here, we've been able to go back to those stories and ask ourselves: are we saying what we felt? Are we actually putting to song what we wrote down? And those stories have helped shape these songs as we've been trying to mold them, because there are no lyrics to speak directly into something. It's making sure that we have stayed true to the whole spirit of the song, which can sound a little bizarre really, but people do, they feel things, and it changes stuff inside of them, and then that changes everything. So yeah, it's been fun. That was very intentional to create community and family. I think that it brings out the humanity in the sound, and that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted the human side where people are feeling warm, they're feeling comfortable. It's a flow in who they are and the convictions that they have. It's not like we're moving from studio time to meal time, but it's actually all communal. And I do think that you'll pick up on the love of that. You'll pick up on the family in that and the warmth. So people are able to feel like they've got a moment really easy without having to like transition from one place to another. It is a flow.
That's right. It's recorded in a home for people in their home.
Yeah, it's recorded in rooms for people to fill their rooms with that sound.
Yeah, our children have been around. Other children have been around. It's literally been in the environment of a home, and it's going to go into home. I mean, we see very clearly God has made a promise that when people fellowship, when they commune together and under Him, that His presence comes. So again, there's an intentionality in creating fellowship and communion, because that's the very thing that God loves. That was the prayer that He prayed before Jesus went to the cross, is that they would just be one. If we would do that, then He's always with us. And we've felt that through this week in being together, that God is here with us.
Yeah.
I would hope that people who haven't sung can sing again.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
And who have gone through tough stuff or gone through broken moments, especially or with music, or they feel like they've been beaten by music or beaten up by music, or like they out of that zone of loving that sound, I would hope that they would sing again and feel like they are inspired to create, and they feel like they can have a rise again, I guess, in that sense. I know this project, and every project we do has a redemption in it at some point, and redemption for different people who are involved, or redemption for us personally, or for anyone. And so I think throughout listening to the album and this whole creative journey, I really do hope and pray that wayward sons and daughters would feel like they can come a touch closer to God, and that they would feel that again, like communicating to their heart and to their soul.
People would engage with God in a new and fresh way. That they would sing praises with their own lips, and it would take them into a deeper place with God, and that they would encounter God in the many different circumstances and challenges that they find themselves in.
Yeah, for me, and it always gets me emotional, it's always about Jesus. Always centerpiece about Jesus and bringing people to Jesus, to have that, face-to-face encounter with Him and the Father. And so this project is about creating a sound around that and equipping people, the people that we love and people that we don't even know yet. So, but it's always about Him. It's always about Jesus and bringing Him something beautiful.
That's great. Done.